Coinciding with 2025 seasonal theme, Spirit Blossom is back. While exciting for most, I admittedly was a much bigger fan of this concept's initial debut, not just because of the substantially better event, but because the second wave of skins for me ranged from passable to broken to look me in the eye and tell me you legitimately remember that Spirit Blossom Tristana even exists.
It didn't happen!
So for its second revival, Riot has gone all out. Substantial map changes, a new yet oddly completely unrelated game mode, and beautiful cinematics met with near universal praise. It seems like the stars were aligning. This event was set up to be a surefire hit. Absolutely nothing could ruin this moment. And a surprise to no one who's played League in the past 5 months. What bogs this entire event down is the new skins. But how so exactly? Well, let's talk about each of them, starting with Spirit Blossom Bard. I mean, yeah, it's okay. Bard fits the thematic well, especially with the Spirit Blossoms in place of his W and the flower petals acting as a pseudo-beard. It's pretty neat. But for a champion, I'd argue, who has the most consistently incredible catalog of skins, even outside of League itself, and whose very first skin from 11 years ago, I think better encapsulates the thematic fantasy before a Spirit, I fear because it's just okay, this newest edition will be forgotten just like so many other Spirit Blossom skins before it. Seriously, since when is there a Spirit Blossom Master Yi?
No one will believe you even existed.
Obsidian is the best chroma, 7 out of 10. Spirit Blossom Zyra. Is it bad I had to do a double take? I swear, from a distance I just thought it was a chroma for Blood Moon Zyra. Might be because they reused a bunch of its particle effects.
That's just lazy.
If you like pretty skins, if you like Zyra, and if you like Spirit Blossom, I'm sure this will do just fine for you. But for me, a champion like Zyra, who's been eternally trapped as a bootleg Poison Ivy, finally getting a new skin and an opportunity to explore that plant side of her, the avatar of nature, even further. Yeah, it's a human in a fancy dress again.
Never heard that one before.
Tanzanite is the best chroma, 7 out of 10. Spirit Blossom Varus. Like Zyra, this skin isn't awful, but the potential of Varus in this skin line, dude, just imagine.
Dragons.
This could have been a fully canon skin. This could be the real Varus returning to Ionia during the Spirit Blossom Festival, using this event to try and make peace with Kai and Valmar in his mind, using this event to progress a champion story forward instead of leaving them in a retcon limbo for, oh god, it's been 7 years now?
Such wasted potential.
Cat's Eye is the best chroma, 6 out of 10. Spirit Blossom Lux Prestige Edition. At this point, I think you know the song and dance. It's another prestige skin in 2025. Lux's third new prestige skin, in fact, and whose only aspect of its supposed premium quality being its champagne pink color scheme and its location at the end of the battle pass. Some might say that Spirit Blossom stopped being special the moment that they gave a skin to Lux, and that might not be entirely incorrect, but I'm just saying Lux mains, Fairy Court already exists, and just be glad your champion is the one here who has to wait another 4 years to get a new skin.
Life's not fair.
6 out of 10. Spirit Blossom Irelia. This should have been amazing, dude. She fits the thematic perfectly, the particle effects are absolutely incredible, the splash art is gorgeous, the voice lines, those will be fixed later. This all has the making of an incredible legendary skin, so why did they have to go and recycle half the animations of the base skin? This was a great opportunity to fix the mistakes of Mythmaker Irelia, to give her a wholly brand new set of animations distinct enough from her defaults. But even as the poor artists at Riot have scrambled together quick fixes in a matter of days, several animations are still recycled, and it just taints the whole skin for me.
We were so close! So close. We tripped at the finish line. Why?
Oh, we know exactly why. Obsidian is the best chroma, 5.5 out of 10. Spirit Blossom Ash. Despite this being her third legendary, it's finally a new one for League in general that actually meets the old quality bar. I can't believe it.
How is that possible?
Unique animations for every action, gorgeous visual effects all around, voice lines. Yeah, still working on those. And even a special gimmick that,
What are you selling these idiots, huh?
I'm lying!
3 weapon transformations, just like the Exalted Mordekaiser skin, her own unique tower on the Spirit Blossom Rift, just like the upcoming Exalted Morgana skin, and even in the collection tab on the PvE, she's listed right alongside the other gacha garbage. So basically, this was supposed to be an Exalted skin, but Riot couldn't stomach delaying another one or risking another Mordekaiser fiasco. But ironically, while this is still technically the best case scenario, releasing at the usual legendary skin price, Riot has played themselves. Exalted skins aren't special. They aren't letting the artist cook, not the maximum potential that champions thematic fantasy. We were right. All other skins have been getting worse, not just because of mass layouts, not just because of incompetence in leadership, but so that what are essentially proper legendary skins wrapped in a gambling foil can become the best looking cosmetics in the game by default.
By default, my favorite way to win!
Sapphire is the best chroma, 4 out of 10. Spirit Blossom Ivern.
Life's not fair, is it?
Of course, this had to happen to Ivern, of all champions. My main, my man, my precious tree guy. I don't mean to hark on the artists. I know resources are scarce and time is short, and Ivern is far from League's biggest cash cow. But like, holy sh**. Look at the composition, the level of detail, Daisy in the background being a blue blob. At least try to not have such drastic splash art quality differences between him and the actual cash cow. At least act like you learned anything from deleting the chroma that was the Alistar skin. At least pretend like you cared about making a skin for Ivern being in a universe that practically designs itself. What a spit in the face, man. It's not like Lux. This will be another 4 years before Ivern gets another skin. But if I'm wrong, and if it turns out this skin does not actually impact the production pipeline like Riot said that long ago, and if Ivern does indeed actually get a new skin this year, that's good. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something. Leave a comment. What do I do if that happens? Only last note I can say is that normally I do like to give skins extra points on this meaningless scoreboard just because of their price, and so free skins usually get a good bump, but Emerald is the best chroma, 0.5 out of 10.
Look how they mess with my boy.
Overall, Spirit Blossom Beyond gets a 4 out of 10. I think it's become pretty apparent to most of us that the layoffs have finally caught up with Riot Games. Now that the previous chunk of work has released, they no longer have the resources or staff required to upkeep their production timeline anymore. And because of that, we can see visibly corners are being cut everywhere, yet we're expected to pay all the same. I didn't even get to mention the 520 RP pool rat, but it's hard not to be disappointed with yet another cosmetic blunder, especially after the April Fool's skin seemed to be such a great sign things were actually getting better. But those are just my thoughts. What do you fellas think of Spirit Blossom Beyond? Perhaps you actually like what Riot's doing here, or you're excited about what the rest of them are going to be like, which, oh yeah, there's probably going to be like Nidalee and Morgana and probably 5 to 7 others, isn't there? So until those next few arrive, I do hope they are a massive improvement from this, but regardless, I hope to see you fellas there or in the next video.